Hi y'all. This morning I'm going to do a review on the Color Therapy Anti-Stress Coloring Book. This one's been going around for quite some time, and I was requested by a viewer to do a review on it. Now, when I first purchased this book, I think I paid $12 on Amazon, and I was very leery about it because it has a hard cover. It's not just a paperback like most of your books. It's definitely a hard cover, but the way the company has made the book, the binding it's more like the hardcovers on the front and the back, but not the binding area. So whenever you go to color, the book actually lays flat and stays open, and it's almost perfect where you don't have any of this so that you can't get into the creases to color your pictures. So I really did like that. I was surprised. So that is definitely not a con if you've not ordered this book because of that reason. Now, this book does have pre-colored pages. Now, most of the pages, it's just the background. Some of it's a little bit of here and there, but I think the reason for that is because when you open the book and you read all this stuff right here, it's basically giving you suggestions based on the colors. Like you have your color wheel, complementary colors, but each section means different things. Like the warm colors, the oranges, reds, and yellows are warm colors associated with heat and light. They are feisty and rousing, whereas blue, greens, and purples are cool colors and associated with calming and soothing. So each section has a designated color. So you see it's got, you know, that could be a pro or con, depends on how you feel about it. Because like myself, I do a lot of Joanna Basford books, and you have to color the background, and that can take a very long time and be very tedious. But I enjoy that, and it helps keep me relaxed. But when I don't feel like coloring that much, this book is excellent because I don't have to worry about the backgrounds being colored, just the main picture. So that could be a pro or con, just depending on what you like. A lot of the pictures are left without designs so that you can fill those in as well. Again, that can be a pro or con depending on if you like to draw or not. It's got some very nice artwork in this book. I like it. I'm very satisfied with it. I love this page. I can't wait to color it. There's a lot of different things in this book. It's not just one theme. So you don't have to worry about like every page having a ton of leaves to color or hearts. This one's nice. But see on this one how in the middle it's colored and your background is colored. I think that's just a guide. I like it, and if you color, you know, if you like to color a lot, then it's not going to be that big a deal, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean. But like I said, each section you got your reds, your orange, your yellows, your blues. I love fish. I think I've said that 100 times already, but I don't really have too many. The paper's very thick. It doesn't shred when I use Prisma Color pencils and markers. And one of the main things that people want to know about in these kind of books is what mediums they can use, like what markers will bleed through, and you know, the texture of the paper. The texture is very smooth. I barely had any wax bloom with my pencils when I pressed harder. I'm going to turn over here to the page that I colored so I can show you. Okay, here it is. Now, when I first opened this page, this flower was colored and this flower was colored. So I added the yellows, I added the blue flower, and I added this flower and the green stems. Now, I did the green stems separately. With this one, I did Staedler 88 fine tip markers. This one I used Crayola color markers. This one I used Sharpies, and this one I used Bic Markets. And let me flip over here. I picked a page where I didn't care about what was on back. So as you can see, the Sharpie and the Bic Markets bled through, but none of the Stablios bled through at all. So that was a plus. That was a good thing. These are both done in color pencil, except for the green that's done in the Stablio. You can see it did not bleed through at all. So you can use Stablio 88s on here. I'm sure you can use gel pens as well. I don't really have any, but the gel pens don't tend to bleed through much of anything. Your Bic Markets, see, that's these, and your Sharpies. I had Sharpie fine liners. Those bleed through. Your Stablios 88s don't bleed through at all. I also used a blender pen in here it didn't bleed or cause any damage to the paper whatsoever. So, you know, that's your options. They are double-sided, so, you know, if you wanted to use this page and this page, don't use Sharpies or Bic Markets on this page, because it's going to bleed through and you won't have that one anymore. So, I didn't find too much wrong with this book that I didn't like. I like almost everything about it. A lot of people don't like colored in pages. They want to be able to do all of it, but with this book, I don't feel like it's that much of a hindrance. They mainly just do the backgrounds to, I guess, prevent you from doing it, but I love that lion. Is that not gorgeous? I suggest this book. It's worth the $12. It's a very sturdy book, very thick pages. No complaints.